In the wee hours of the morning this morning, a large and important event, both exciting and stressful. Media houses compete for readers and viewers, trying to outdo each other, from delays and dances, scuffles and puppet commentators, social media opinion and analysts. How balanced was the coverage? How did we fare? Well, joining us in studio now is Associate Professor in Media Studies at WITS and Chair of the South African National Editors Forum Ethnic and Diversity Committee, Professor Glenda Daniels. We're also joined by SABC's digital producer, Dine Mekuto, and reporter, you saw her on the ground, Ntakwana Ngatane. Great to have you all. Let me start with you, Professor. In fact, I'm going to start with you, Ntakwana, because we heard last night that there was no food for the delegates, that this was really tough. Long working hours. Just give us a sense of what it's like to cover something like this.
I'm still struggling to remember what day of the week it is.
Okay. You know your name at least. You responded. That's good.
Yeah. Look, it was stressful, but I think we had a great team behind us. And I think I have to mention people by names: our political editor, Sophie Mukwena, our head of TV News, Nothando Maseko, head of radio news, Sibulelo Ditlhakanyane, and our national editor, Nyana Molete. These were people, I think, that were the engine behind all of the journalists that you saw on the ground. And like you said, I think we were the winning team, because if you listen to what social media is saying, they're raving about our performance, about how balanced we were.
We're all going to be biased on this regard. Professor, will you venture as to how the different media houses fared?
Yeah, well, I've got two big points to make about that. I thought it was complete saturation with the ANC conference, to the point where we weren't watching any other news, which is fantastic, because this was the most important thing and it's going to affect us for the next 10 years. However, I think media all over the world, and including here, when they cover elections, they cover the personalities. And it's like it became a two-horse race. So the focus was on Cyril, NDZ, who's it going to be? Is it a he? Is it a she? So I was left wondering, but what about the policies? So even at the conference itself, the policies were pushed right to the end because so much drama was taken up by the counting issue. But I thought, given that it was a 5-day conference, there was so much coverage, 5 weeks before, 5 months before, I still don't know what. And I wanted that from journalists and analysts on media. What is a radical economic transformation all about? How is it going to be implemented? So I didn't get that from Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, what it was, nor did I get why is she a feminist? Did she support women? Where's the emancipation of women? How are we going to break patriarchy?
So this is fair enough, but is it the media houses at fault, or Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma's own team not showing what she believes in firstly, and also on policy? It could be argued that the ANC is not pushing its own policies because it is so focused on leadership right now as well. So we're both reflecting.
It's both. So what media could also have done, okay, let's leave NDZ alone for a second and bring Cyril into the picture. What is his new deal? I still don't have it. What happened to the NDP? So if, for instance, I was sitting here and I've got Cyril next to me, Cyril Ramaphosa, okay, so I would say, what is the new deal? How is it going to be implemented? I think it's about jobs and it's about economic growth and employment, but there's no plan.